Hello and welcome to F1 Manager 2022, our career mode, and we're going to be starting at the back. Now it's between the old Aston Martin or Williams. I'm thinking Aston Martin because I like the idea of managing Sebastian Vettel. There he is, Sebastian Vettel. Team performance 9th out of 10, drivers 7th. Headquarters, good facilities for the Silverstone-based teams. Vettel and Stroll, Hulkenberg as our reserve driver, Andy Green. I think this is gonna be good fun. So we're gonna go with Aston Martin. Here we are then. Second as our name, and then F1 as the surname. We turn off that because we don't need it. Because I've played the game a little bit just to get in the first look with the Red Bull team. So here we are then. Welcome to Aston Martin. So this is it. First of all, because we were so awful last year, we've got a little bit of extra time in the ATR, and CAD development hours for this year. So the aim, I think, for this year, what's for the board, is 8th or above, which basically means beating Williams and probably Haas or McLaren, because they can be quite bad in the save. We'll see how they turn out to be, but because every save is different. But here we are, Aston Martin. We'll check out to see where we are on the grid in terms of performance, and we're 17th. Not really surprised. We have no overall strengths. Low speed 15th, which I suppose is a little bit okay, but not great. So I think we need to start off with a car part, a new project, or design, something that covers most things, which is either a front wing, because it'll do all the cornering, or the underfloor, but that also includes acceleration. So we'll do this, we'll stick, because we've got loads of wind tunnel hours, we've got 56 days to use them. This isn't going to be on in time for the first race. We'll do 2.0 there, and we'll use a good 30 on there. So we're already making our way up. Now, to make this save a little bit harder, because you can just stick all these to the right, and it does make the car a little bit overpowered, because the AI don't react to that. So if I stuck all these to the right, it makes us totally, virtually, not unstoppable, but it gives us a big, ridiculous boost to begin with, which I don't really fancy doing. So I'm just going to stick with the presets of what we got. So we want to focus on low speed performance for this first set, or do we optimize the aero and try and get a bit of boost on everything? I think we do that. We optimize the aero there. We'll stick 5 engineers on it for our first thing. It'll take 61 days to complete, which will be for the Spanish Grand Prix. So we're going to try and get a load of updates for the Spanish Grand Prix. So we'll start off with this underfloor, and then we'll also design a front wing as well for this. We'll use a couple more there, and we'll use 30 hours on this one. We'll also focus on optimizing the aero, but that makes us slower on there. So we'll just tweak that, see if we can get. You can tweak it a little bit just to see if it'll. So we'll go with there. The brake cooling will be fine. High speed will still be awful, but we'll move up on low speed. We'll try and target Spain. So this, I'll do 5 on there. This might be ready beforehand. So there we go. That's our first 2 parts in development already as we head on towards Bahrain Grand Prix. As I've got an important email, is it the usual season kickoff? Approve the party. We love a party. Drivers in Vettel's contract expires in 10 months. I'll be looking to renew that, and Lance Stroll contract is also 10 months. So whether we keep Lance Stroll and Vettel, I think we might. Because I don't like just chopping and changing them just for the sake of it, because everyone just chops and changes. Oh, Lance Stroll bad, we'll get rid of Lance. So performance targets for this. I think reach Q2. Should we try? I think we try and reach Q2. And we're not going to be able to do anything on the points. Higher than 15th? Yeah, why not? That's ambitious for the Aston Martin team as we head towards Bahrain. Here we go.
Welcome to the archipelago of Formula One. Bahrain might have a small land footprint, but it's showing its big spirit right now in the grandstands. Either way, it's time for another fantastic weekend of Grand Prix racing. The Bahrain International Circuit is a challenging track, and the cars routinely have to brake from high gear to low to take the narrow turns. With the need for downhill braking, the risk of locking up is one drivers will need to manage. It's all about focus and balance to get victory here. We might still be early in the season, but that doesn't mean we can sit back and relax. Everything is up for grabs, and nothing is certain at this stage. There's nothing like a race weekend in Formula One.
Cheers, Crofty, and here we are then. We're into the Bahrain race weekend because, like most people, I've got better things to do. We're just going to simulate straight through to qualifying because the AI do a decent job. And from what I've gathered playing on other saves, setups don't really make that too much of a difference, really.
We return to our
So we'll skip Crofty with the intros for now, as we're going to head into qualifying. Max Verstappen tops it half a second. Not realistic from Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc topped this practice session in real life. There we are, 17th and 18th. Go us. So there we are then, 66% on both. Setup confidence, 1768. Car points knowledge, that's okay, because still learning about the car for this year. We continue, we'll head into qualifying. We'll manage Q1. We'll try our best. Try and get a session out.
Yeah, loud and clear.
We don't want to be first out. Science goes first out. We'll send Stroll out first. Or Stroll out first. Here he goes. Looking wonderful. So out goes Lance Stroll. And then we'll follow up with Vettel leaving the garage. And we'll skip forward until they reach the end of the start of their laps. The great thing about this game, you can play it how you want. That's what I like to do. I like to speed through. And then join them on board for their first flying laps of the season. Lance Stroll. Here we go. Open these up so we can see the sectors. Check the sectors there as well. So we can see we're going purple for the first time this season. But Sainz is ahead of us. The chances are he will be going more purple than we do. The Lance Stroll into turn 1. Nicely done. I'm not expecting too much from this opening weekend. Like I say, like half through to Q2 and finishing 15th. Just no mistakes, no crashes, because drivers can be quite crash prone in this game. As we want to head round Bahrain. Look how stunning it is. I'll Stroll there. Green sectors. What's he done? 27.5 compared to Vettel's 27.5 as well. So they're both very evenly matched. So we head into the tricky braking zone there. Onto the second back straight, second DRS zone. DRS zone open
Do
as
what
we.
you can to keep the tyres cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh,
So happy to let these tyres cool a bit.
Copy.
so that's something to mention for the race. For not that the tire temperatures have too much of effect on performance, but hopefully in the future patches they will. This Aston Martin looking stunning in the Bahrain night sky. Lights has gone purple. And top of the timesheets on a 131. Gasly on a 132. Are we going to be anywhere near that? Are we? Here comes Lance Stroll. He's crossing the line. There's a Mercedes just left their garage there. Lance Stroll goes... 1.5 seconds off Gasly. Now, that's not an encouraging sign. That's not good, is it? Where are we losing time to Gasly then? Gasly did a 41.1 in the middle of the sector and a 23.6. What did we do? We're losing half a second in the middle sector alone to Gasly. 4/10 in the oh god. We're struggling. I think Q2 might have been a bit ambitious, you know. Even Albon's gone quicker. Then again, we were first out on the track. So we'll reconfigure the cars, put a new set of softs on. We'll get rid of that as well. Confirm. New softs. Run plan. We'll get rid of the cooldown lap. Extra fuel. As we head towards the final runs in Q1. This is going to be a struggle. We're ahead of Mick Schumacher and Latifi though, so that's a good sign. They're just sat here waiting now for the optimal time to go out on the final for a final run. Is anyone through yet? Vettel's 15th, 16th. Okay, Vettel could get through here because he's just got to find some time to beat Ricciardo. It's all about waiting for the optimal moment. Lance Stroll go. Vettel go. So, both going out last on for the final runs here. If there's a yellow flag, which we haven't had yet in this qualifying session, we could be in trouble. But hopefully we should be good. Speed round to the start of the final flaps. We'll follow it from this angle because we get a good see then of what's going on. As Vettel and Stroll approaching the final corner, will they make it out? We want to see green sector times down there. And we don't want to see anyone else really improving. Although, they are improving. Stroll and Vettel have both improved. Will it be enough? If Schumacher doesn't get out. .41.6. 41.7. They're both very evenly matched. What was that in comparison to Mick? Still 2/10 off Mick, so this is, I don't think this will be enough. The Stroll's coming around the final corner. Vettel's just ahead of him. Vettel doesn't get out. Says P17. Can Stroll jump him? Doesn't. He gets ahead of Albon though. So it's P17 and P18 for us. The opening round of the season, which in real life is kind of what happens. So I'm not really too surprised. We do get an extra set of softs though, but for that we don't really care about that lot. We'll just jump towards the race.
It's race day.
I'll skip the cutscene there. So, what do we want to do? Do we want to go? It's Bahrain, so we soft, hard, soft. We do have plenty of space. Soft. We can set that one on Vettel, soft, hard, soft, and soft, medium on Stroll. Start the race on attacking. High fuel use for both. So, let's get underway. Starting from the back of the grid, nearly.
Looks like clear weather tonight for this race.
Here we are then.
With the Bahrain Grand
Looks like a Red Bull on pole. Followed by Carlos Sainz, and I think that's Charles Leclerc there.
Lights out, and away we
No,
go.
it was Charles Leclerc and then Carlos Sainz. So here we go then, lads. Vettel. Pulling away now. Here we go. Still on neutral deployment, because not worth using it all off the side, because they all sort of bunch up, sort of waste it. They tippy toe and crawl around turn 1. Vettel's overtaken Mick up into 16th.
Aston Martin with a great play there.
We don't really need to replay that. We were on board. We're behind Ricciardo.
So use energy.
Copy.
Yeah, there's a little bit of an issue with the opening lap of this game. The AI do tend to stick to one by one through most of the starting corners as the field spreads out a little bit. Got Vettel all over the back of us. Not Vettel, Mick all over the back of us. Let's see what sort of set Mick to defend. What's Stroll up to? He's also all over the back of Mick. Might be able to overtake Mick here.
Use overtake.
Copy.
So are we going to watch Lance Stroll overtake Mick Schumacher? In the slipstream, no DRS yet, of course. Is he going to do it? No. Back to neutral then. So we want to try and make the tyres last as well. So we need to be careful. We'll speed through time and we'll cut back to the exciting, interesting bits.
DRS enabled.
DRS has been enabled. Deploy. There was a slight yellow flag there as well.
Use energy.
Yeah.
Vettel's sticking with Ricciardo. Like, just. Not sure what everyone ties everyone else. Everyone else started on softs. So, not in the wrong here. We'll go back to neutral on the tyres.
Yeah, take it easy.
Okay.
This car ain't that great. I think we could be plodding around a little bit in the 16th. We might be speeding a lot of time this Grand Prix.
Sounds like someone's locked up.
Use energy if you need.
Verstappen's made an error.
Let's see what happened there. Now here we see Max Verstappen. It's a lockup.
Oh,
And that could be costly.
uncharacteristic for Max there. Just some weird little breakdancer in the background.
That's going to be a big blow to the team. Will
Checking the data to see how the data has affected his lockup. Vettel's out of DRS range of Ricciardo, and Stroll is also behind Thingy. Got Mick battling with Mick, and they're just losing so much time. They've lost like a second now, 5 seconds too.
This is a joke.
Right, clear out, Lance. So lap 7, not a lot going
Still
on.
a lot to play for.
BSC has been deployed. Ignore, we will not pit. No pitting.
Yellow flag 15, yellow 15.
Copy.
Science has run wide. What's he done?
Let's have
Is he the
another
cause of
look.
the VSC?
Science is the focus here. Going wide like that.
He is. He hit Leclerc.
Valuable time.
Wow.
Back off.
Virtual safety
Yeah.
car.
Okay.
So we'll go to light on the thing, on the pushing. Safety car ending. So get ready to push. Back to neutral on those. We could have stopped. It wasn't really worth it. Lap 12, and Vettel is all over the back of Daniel Ricciardo,
Copy.
looking to make an overtake. Still Lance Stroll stuck behind. Mick Schumacher, with very similar tyres to everyone else.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
Stroll and Schumacher are just swapping places for the past 10 laps. It's very frustrating to listen to. Where's the save tyres a little bit? We're going to try and go a little bit longer, because we might be able to make the one-stop work, but it's pointless because we just don't have the pace. We need a safety car. We have the VSC, but we need an actual proper safety car. Try and save us, because we're just slow. We're not as slow as the Williams, but we are slow. Like we're in a big DRS train. Where's the interval? So we're approaching the pit window, or box at the end of this lap. Hards, box this lap. Stroll can go a little bit longer because he's looked after his tyres a little bit, and we're trying to overcut Mick. Where's Vettel? He's just stuck in this DRS train.
Tsunoda is pitting this lap.
Tsunoda's boxing. Good news for us. Up to P11 now, but obviously we haven't boxed. We got Hamilton behind us. Hopefully the Aston Martin pit crew are good. As Vettel's closing in on Ricciardo. Are they all going to box at the same time? Are they all going to box? Vettel made an error. No, Sebastian. No.
That's a lockup. Let's
What's he
take a
do? All the
closer
hard
look.
work.
Taking a look again, it involves Sebastian Vettel. And yes,
Oh, you
that's
plonker.
the lockup.
All that hard work we just did to try and undercut or overcut Tsunoda.
The team
Undone because
devastated.
he can't work the brake pedal. Joke. Anyway, he's in for his box now. Let's go on board with him for the box. Pit lane looking stunning. Stroll is staying out and he's going to box at the end of the next lap. So I just... So in comes Vettel. Lap tires go on. 3.1, decent stop. I've seen worse on this game. So we're going to come out now in P18, P19 behind Albon. Have they pitted? Not yet.
Do everything you can, mate.
Copy.
Stroll's going well. He's just chilling. He's up to P10. He's got Mick still behind him. We are going to be boxing at the end of this lap. We'll try and ease the tyres in on aggressive as opposed to pushing. So let's fast forward to Stroll's stop.
We've just had a car run wide.
Schumacher's run wide, so that's released the pressure on Stroll.
Let's take a look at the replay. Right, watch this. There's Schumacher.
Yeah,
They're forced
didn't
wide.
really run that much wide, but I thought we would have run wide, one wider than that. I can't speak English. Stroll's into the pits. Let's see what they give us. 3.1 for Sebastian, by the way, on his pit stop. What's Stroll going to go? Obviously on different strategies. Vettel went to hard, Stroll went to mediums. 2.8. Hashtag favoritism. What happens when your father runs the team? Stroll's going to come out in 18th. Behind Sebastian Vettel. Mick's going long, I'm guessing then. We'll just try and run as far as we can to make us a late second stop. So what's everyone else got on to? Most people went to hards, apart from Magnussen, Mick, Russell and Gasly, and Leclerc, and the 2 Red Bulls. That's quite interesting. A bit of mixture in the strategy. So let's fast forward until this race gets interesting.
We're not okay on fuel.
Yeah, copy.
Lap 30, nearly. This was lap 29 then. And over the past couple of laps, Stroll and Schumacher have been squabbling so much, they've been DRS training themselves towards Vettel. So I've told Vettel to push. He's just had the fuel warning, saying that we're low on fuel, but we're okay. So, not much going on. This might be the first bit until we get first couple of races of the season. This is going to be. That's the problem with starting with Aston Martin is not a lot happens for your first few races of the season. Schumacher's locked up, relieve the pressure on Stroll, so that's nice. We can just save fuel with both as we're speeding through. 24 laps to go here at Bahrain. Field spread is massive. The Vettel is 15 seconds off Magnussen, so a late safety car would help us massively.
Seems to have been a lockup.
A lot of lockups on this track. Mick Schumacher's already caught back up to Lance Stroll, because our car ain't that good.
Haas with an overtake there.
So it's just going to be can we hang on to P16 with Vel?
There's been a lockup.
As we're speeding our way through, approaching the second round of stops. Stroll's entered his. But we're not ready yet because I don't think the softs will. Softs will only do about 17 laps, so we're going to wait until around about lap 44. Bit for Stroll, so we speed our way through a little bit more. Again, Stroll's mediums are falling off the cliff. Ocon's pitted, he's come up behind Vettel. Try and go a bit longer with Vettel. Not that it will make any difference at all, because we're not in anywhere near close enough to undercut or overcut anyone. So we'll pit with Stroll. Go on to the new set at the end of this lap.
Box.
Box. We want Stroll. So yeah, it's a bit underwhelming really. It's a bit of a nothing race. We haven't been lapped yet, so that's a positive. But we might do when we pit now soon with Lance Stroll. Vettel's hanging onto the back of Ocon. He's been dragged along quite nicely there. So, which is quite good, saving a bit of fuel as well. Because we are quite marginal on fuel, not overly aero efficient. So we do have a little bit of drag on the car. So he's up to P15, yet to stop. So I think we might stop this lap now, because it's not worth wasting our time being held up. Go to the new softs. And it's not worth pushing for fastest lap. It's just worth bringing the car home now ahead of Mick Schumacher, which we currently are, and ahead of no retirements yet either, which is quite interesting. Vettel's into the pits. So Yuki goes through. Leclerc's going to come through. Not lap us yet, but he will get us because we're just slow. Does mean we can push the fuel a little bit more now because we're a lap down, so it doesn't really matter unless the game's broken and glitches out and it confuses. But we should be able to push aggressively to the end on the tyres as well. Not that we're going to get the fastest lap,
Is that a new race position for
but we
Haas?
should try and defend and try and finish P17 with Stroll. I think P16 and 17 will be okay. It's not great, you know, it's not ambitious considering the Aston Martin's whole 5-year plan thing. But it's building blocks for Team Aston Martin here. New to the sport, of course, being the
Aston
old,
Martin with a great
despite the fact
play
being the
there.
old
They've moved up
Force
a
India
place.
team. You know, small baby steps. New era of F1. Not everyone gets it right. We've got it badly wrong here. But we've got our new parts coming soon for Spain, and maybe one before that on that front wing. We might even try and
Looks
consider
like
doing an
Aston
extra one
Martin have just gained a
as
race
well.
position.
We'll see as we're heading to the final 5 laps now. We'll push a little bit more on Vettel. He's nowhere near anywhere else. He's 15 seconds off Sonoda. This has been quite a little bit of a dull race. I think for the first early parts of this little playthrough, this is what this playthrough will be like. We'll just be watching these dots
Haas with an overtake.
zoom around. I'm not going to be watching the replays of Schumacher and Stroll
Now just focus
swapping
on the
positions constantly as Sergio Perez lurks in the background, because it's just DRS passes. It's not worth my time, it's not worth your time wasting. So fuel's getting low, doesn't matter though because we're a lap down. So that's okay. As we just had to let Sainz through. Sainz is under threat from Verstappen. Verstappen's got him. Leclerc's on the final lap. Basically full deploy.
Energy if you need it.
Yeah.
We've got Sergio Perez ahead of us, I believe. He's watching this battle, but she's giving Mick DRS, which is a little bit annoying.
Tires are dropping.
Vettel.
Copy that.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
How
whoa.
many laps am I going to get on these?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Vettel had been lapped and ran out of fuel.
Sebastian, we need to retire the car.
What?
Copy.
He was fine. He was. Stroll was lapped and was. Oh. You've annoyed me there, game. Not a good start. That's not good. I should have paid more attention to that. I just naturally assumed because we were a lap down it wouldn't really matter. Which you shouldn't do, because we were a lap down, so why would it matter? We still have a few. I'm going to have to rewatch the footage and
A solid
confirm that, but not a great start. P17 and retired due to incompetence, but something to work with. 135.8. Our fastest lap was faster than Mick Schumacher's, and so was Vettel's. Although that probably had something to do with the fact we were pushing towards the end, and we were only 7/10 off the overall fastest lap got by Carlos Sainz. So that's our start of the season. We start in P9, which is okay, and we build from here. Vettel doesn't get experience. That's my bad. Stroll does. Alchemy doesn't. It's my bad. I apologise for messing that up. But that's been Bahrain. Next up is Jeddah, which doesn't suit our car in the slightest, and neither will any of these circuits until we get to Barcelona. So, there. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This has been part 1 of Aston Martin. More will come. Thank you all. Stick around if you enjoy it. Leave a like if you want to see more. Thank you all, and goodbye.